Okay, boys and girls, like I said, this week we're talking about family. And some of you have a big family, some have a small family. And some of you have siblings that live with you, your mom, your dad, grandma, granddaddy, your aunts and uncles. And everybody's your family. Okay, so I'm going to show you some pictures and tell you about the family. Okay, this one here is a single parent family. And this one here has only the dad is the parent. And he have children. So it's just a dad and his two daughters. Okay? Now this one here is a mother. And she's a single parent family. It's only one adult in the house. That's what a single parent means. And it's the mother and her children. See? And she has 3 kids. But she's the only adult. And with this picture, this mom, she have 2 children, and it's just her. Okay? Now, the nuclear family, or the traditional family, they have the mom, the dad, and the children in it. And this is called a nuclear or a traditional family. So I have a mom, a dad, and the children. Now, the blended family is the one that the mom used to be married, and then maybe the dad was married and had children with another lady or whatever. But what it is that you bring the whole family together. His children and her children, they live together, so it's called a blended family. And we'll talk more about these. Now the extended family, or joint family, that's when you have your grandma, your grandpa, your aunts, your uncles, and their brothers and sisters and children all living together. That's your extended or joint family. And it's a big family. Big, big, big. And this one here is also a joint family. But it got grandma, granddad, the 2 children, and the mother and the father. Okay? But today we're talking about the single parent family. Now, ask your parent, do you live in a single parent? Do you live in a nuclear or traditional family? Or do you live in an extended or a blended? Let me and Miss Terry know. Here? Okay. Oh. Okay, the name of the story is Peter's Chair. And Peter's have a little sibling. Here. Okay, let's see what happened. Peter's Chair. And tell me, do Peter live in a single parent family or a nuclear or blended? Okay. Peter scratched as high as he could. There. His tall building was finished. And Peter got a pet. And that's part of his family too. Crash. Down it came. Shh. Called his mom. You will have to play more quietly. Remember, we have a new baby in the house. Now look at Peter's face. Peter looked into his sister Susie's room. His mom was fussing around the cradle. That's my cradle, he thought. And they painted it pink. Oh, baby cradle. Peter said his father, would you like to help paint sister's high chair? It's my high chair, whispered Peter. And what color do you think they're going to paint Peter's high chair? He saw his crib and more. My crib is pink, is painted pink too. Not far away stood his old chair. They didn't paint that yet. Shout Peter, he going to take his chair because he don't want them to paint it what color. He picked it up and ran to his room. And do you think Peter can fit in that chair? Let's run away with it, he said. Peter filled a shopping bag with cookies and dog biscuits. We would take my blue chair, my toy crocodile, and the picture of me when I was a baby. Willie got a bone. They went outside and stood in front of the house. This is a good place, said Peter. He arranged his things very nicely and decided to sit in his chair for a while. And see what Peter took? He took his picture when he was a baby. He took his chair, his crocodile. He got the bag with the what in it? The dog biscuits and what? What did he take to eat? Okay, and they go Willie and a what? Cat. But he couldn't fit in the chair. He was too big. So what you think might happen to the chair since Peter can't sit? Let's see. His mother came to the window and called, "Won't you come back to us, Peter dear? We have something very special for lunch." Peter and Willie made believe they didn't hear. But Peter got an idea. Peter's upset. So his mother saw the sign that Peter was home. "That rascal is hiding behind the curtain," she said happily. And how did she know that he's hiding behind the curtain? What did she see? She moved the curtain away, but he wasn't there. "Here I am," shouted Peter. What did Peter do? He saw his shoes there. And she thought he was behind the curtain. And that was his shoes. Peter sat in a grown-up chair. His father sat next to him. "Daddy," said Peter, "let's paint the little chair pink for Susie." Now he feels better. And they did. So, can you tell me what family this was? Was it a single-parent family or a nuclear or a traditional family? Extended or a blended? And if you said it was a nuclear or a traditional family, you're right, because it was the mother, the father, it was Peter, Susie, and their dog. So it was a nuclear family or traditional. And I hope you enjoyed the story. Peter's Chair.